Is the 17th of March and a Tuesday, and I want to begin by reading from Luke chapter 10, 38 to 42. Let me tell you something. This is a topic I struggle with a lot. So this one's kind of hit me pretty good. Let me read. Now as they were traveling along, he entered a village, and a woman named Martha welcomed him into her home. She had her sister, called Mary, who was seated at the Lord's feet, listening to his word. But Martha was distracted with all her preparations. And she came up to him and said, Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to do all the serving alone? Then tell her to help me. But the Lord answered her and said to her, Martha, Martha, you're worried and bothered about so many things, but only one thing is necessary. For Mary has chosen the good part, which shall not be taken away from her. I struggle with that. I mean, just let me be perfectly honest. In the ministry, it is very easy to get into the minutia and the daily rigmarole of having to get things done, of working the day-to-day stuff of creating and reading, and for the Bible to become a means to an end. And it is easy to get into when you get into a busy patch. People get into hospitals. Maybe there's a death, and you got to go through the visitation and the funeral. Perhaps you have so many things going on. And in doing that, you lose sight of that personal time. It's one of the things these devotions have been really good for me, is it helps making sure I stay centered every morning. Where if I got too busy, I might not have taken this time. I really think about Martha in these times. I think about how often I have that mindset of trying to make sure everything's taken care of for my family, everything's taken care of for the church I serve, everything's taken care of for everything that's going on in my life. And then I neglect what Jesus calls the good part. Focusing in on his word. I think if anybody who's a preacher is honest, they'll say they struggle with that. They struggle with the idea of making sure that they take that personal time. And I don't want anybody to feel like they're doing that. So that's why I'm kind of exposing that here in this situation, because sometimes I think I'm like Martha, and I just need to hear, just slow down. You're worried and bothered about so many things. You're worried and bothered about things that really, in the grand scheme of life, aren't going to matter. You need to be more like Mary. Focus on what is important. Focus on the word. And I want to encourage all of us to do that. That in this time where we can get really bogged down by, can we go out and find the right groceries? Are we going to be able to take care of our kids? Can we keep our kids busy during this time that they're home with us? Can I make sure everything gets taken care of? Are we still taking care of the good part? What is important? I hope you do take this time, more than just maybe these 3 or 4 minutes that we get together every morning for these little devotions. I hope you have a great day today. And it's going to be another day, and we are going to be seeing this through. So I hope all is going well for you, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.